Hang on a minute, I've got a voicemail message from Specky McSporran. See what he wants.
I'm sorry, Paul, but £5 is just not enough money for me to say nice things about you.
That is just typical from someone who's from Scotland. Tight. Welcome back to the Paul Dolden Details channel, and welcome back to all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, this week, Hybrid Solutions. We're back with Turtle Wax for this one, the ceramic polish and wax. Now, this is a pad dependent polish, so if you're using a firm pad, it's going to produce more cut against a softer pad. We've got a number of pads we're going to be using this week. Also, it has its own built-in LSP, last stage protection. It has wax infused into this. Once you've finished using it, you're done. You haven't got to top it with anything, unless you really want to. So, going to be interesting to use this week, but we haven't just got Turtle Wax on the channel this week. No, another two brands here. Now, Ultimate Finish, a UK-based brand. They're a reseller of detailing products. They have loads of different products on their site. I'll obviously put a link down below, as I will with the Turtle Wax stuff. The first one is Safe Wheel Cleaner, 1 litre form with a canyon head. So Ultimate Finish sent down that. Also an iron fallout remover, all in 1 litre form, nice big sturdy bottles as well. And a pure shampoo. Also, Samsung products, I've not heard of these. They sent down Whiteout, which is their snow foam with extra bite. Yeah, that's me being aggressive. Going to be using that on the Vauxhall, so you know the drill. Don't keep getting Twiglets because it makes your fingers go brown and makes it look like using cheap toilet paper. Go and get some cheesy Watsits or something and get a bottle of red for a change. Don't keep drinking beer, makes you fat. Roll the video. So here we go then. This is a swivel coupler attachment. You can get these online, Google them, quick release, and that on the end is from the Caved store from eBay. It's a swivel mechanism that's got all the different nozzles on it. So instead of carrying the quick release nozzles in your pocket, you've got it attached to the end of the gun. Handy bit of kit. You can check out their website. I will fire it in below the video. There you go, and you can angle it. Look, clever bit of kit, isn't it? Right, Safe Wheel Cleaner, diluted down 1 to 10. Don't even think about spraying that wheel yet. Rinse the arches first with your gizmo. You can get these on Amazon or you can get them online on eBay, the swivel coupler, just Google them. And there you go with the wheel cleaner. So, in that wheel bucket, I've got some shampoo in there. I've got Ultimate Finishes shampoo just to provide some lube. Didn't bother with APC this week. The wheel cleaner seems to do a very good job, hence the brown residue on the tyre. So the Cav store sent down this, the wheel brush, soft face wheel brush. Now of course this is a budget, or budget accessories I suppose. Highly affordable accessories. You're going to check these guys out. They sent these down purely out of the goodness of their heart. Hey Paul, you might be interested in this stuff. Yeah, why not? Let's smash it up on the channel. Right, there's the wheel cleaner. Foaming away, doing its thing. Yuck. Rinse down for the next stage. If you've got tar on the wheels, you can use tar cleaner. Tar remover, should I say. No tar on these. Iron fallout remover. Stinky egg time. Pretty high foam in this. And it is putrid. It stinks, like most of them. Give this around 10 minutes. Quite difficult to see the colour change, but there it is. Rolling down the drive. There you go. It's done its thing. Next up, pre-wash stage. Whiteout from Samsung. Samsung products. Now I know what you're going to say. Oh my God, what's happened there? You broke your snow foam lance, you haven't put enough in. This is it. This is what it does. A bit like built hamper. It does cling. It just doesn't seem to really foam up. You'll find out how good this stuff is very, very soon. With a highly technical 50-50. So I'll say give this around 10 minutes. It probably wasn't on the car that long before it started rolling off, to be fair. It didn't seem to hang around that long, which was a bit of a concern. There you go. That's it dwelling. So I'll rinse the bumper first to give that a look. So it's the worst part of the vehicle. As the air coils around the car, it dumps all the crap on the back of your car. Hence having a dirty rear. So I said before in many videos, no one likes having a dirty rear. So I just rinsed half the tailgate for my very, very testicle test. There you go. Poop on the right, clean on the left. Not bad for a snow foam. No APCs were hurt in the making or used. So for another rinse down. Multiple rinse downs doing this just to get to one stage. It's part of detailing, unfortunately. A few people complained in the last video and said you didn't get straight to the product. No, because it's a detailing video. There's a reason for that. Clues in the title. Pure shampoo, 4 capfuls of this. Noodle mitt from the Cav store. Budget friendly. Boop. Yeah, lovely. That's enough of that. Don't forget the wiper. Pretty foamy, this stuff. A nice scent to it as well. That's it. Don't forget the lights and the classic badge shot. Right down the bottom, the lower part, change mitts. Don't use your primary mitt for that part. There's always something down there. No matter how hard you try with your pre-wash stage, there's always something down there lurking. You don't want to trash your primary mitt. Handy these noodles to get it into grills like that. Thanks Vauxhall for making that honeycomb grill. Yeah, cheers. So yet another rinse down, set on the 40-degree setting, I think that one is. Then it's another fallout stage. Fallout remover being applied to the panels. Quite difficult to see this bleeding. I'll show you in a bit. There was some contaminants in the clear coat. Why do you do this? Because you're then going to scour the paint when you do your polishing stage. You don't want anything stuck in the clear coat. There it is. Just about make it out. You need to remove this before the next stage. So a lot of you are sitting here thinking, oh, you're teaching me to suck eggs, I know this. There's a lot of people new to detailing, don't know any of these stages. These are what these videos are for. I did tell you at the beginning of the year, I'm going to be changing the channel slightly, making it a bit more interesting. Not just product reviews, you're going to get a bit of both. So once I've finished rinsing and mucking about, it's time to bust out the new clay bar from Maguire's and make a Pac-Man. Yay! Couldn't do that again if you tried. And Details Passion's quick detailer, around about 5 to 1 for the clay lube. So it's the first time I used one of these clay bars, thanks to JP Details. Another shameful shout out to his channel. God bless him. Very, very smooth, really easy to use. It doesn't break down, it doesn't mar, it doesn't grab. I should be getting a few of these in. And yes, I actually bought them. Shock, horror, me buying stuff, never. What did it remove? Well, that was off the roof section. Not too bad. Now, Ultimate Finishes drying towel. This one's a whopper. You need to check this one out. It is a premium price, however, but there is a reason for it. It's pretty good. In fact, it's very good. Didn't shoot too much of the drying stage. You can check that out on their website. Now, Blackout, this is the panel wipe IPA. Criticised in the last video, somebody said they didn't see me do it. Well, I did do it, and there is a reason for it. You've got to take off anything left on that paint. Main event, ceramic. Turn the light on, Paul. There you go, you can see it. Ceramic polish and wax. So, first pad, this is the cheaper pad from the Cav store. It's a polishing pad, but it is, however, on the softer side. If you want greater cut, you will need to ramp your pad up, a stiffer pad. Depending on the brand you're using, how new the pad is, how many times it's been through the washing machine, you can use a cutting pad or a firmer polishing pad. Now this is sped up 4 times the speed. I was on this panel for around about 4 minutes. If you want to be really anal, you can time me. I can assure you it's around about 4 minutes. Go and put the kettle on, I'll still be doing it when you come back. Open another can of beer, pour another glass of wine, whatever you're going to do. Put those crisps down and make you fat. Too much salt in your diet, it's bad for you. Have some Rivitas. So a buff down with a plush microfiber. Not the best 50-50 this, I've got to say. You can clearly see it's done a bit, but not quite enough. So it's trying to ramp the pad up with a stiffer pad. I did go over the whole lot, by the way, and do no panic. So that is normal speed. You could possibly go slower. If anyone's interested to know how long this car took to do, it took around about the 7-hour mark. And I did do the rear lights, believe it or not. Sadly, I didn't catch that on camera. So already you can see the incredible gloss coming through. Oh, there's a BMW in the background. My son coming to pay me a visit. So over to the Cav store again. These are the, yet again, budget-friendly pads, spot pads for the top section, that ridge. You could probably get away with using the bigger machine, but it's just a bit more comfortable using this one, a bit more precise. Yet again, slow speeds, slow arm speed, around about 3.5 on the dial on the machine. If you go much more, it does tend to vibrate quite a lot. That's a nice gloss. It's a nice colour. So when it comes to the pads getting clogged, they don't really get that clogged, to be fair. It seems to release out the pad quite well, but nevertheless, breathe some life back into them with another accessory. Another shameful plug for the Cav store. No, I'm not getting paid for this. You just need to check these guys out for some bargains. So once this actually works, it tends to flash off. There is a point where it almost disappears, the polish, but you have got to work at it. Just take your time. That's the state of the bonnet before polishing, obviously. Not the best camera angle, but you can kind of see what's happened there. For some reason, my 3M tape just refused to stick on that side repeater. It says, no, I'm not having it, I'm not sticking. Residue control's not too bad, but if you put too much on, ooh, yes, it's a little bit sprayy. Now this, I did put far too much on. I've been working that for a considerable amount of time. I've just edited the video. And yes, it does correct lights. It corrects them very, very well. So when it comes to the black, this has got a really nice fleck in the paint on the roof section. I don't know about you, but when you've been on your knees all day like that, it's so much nice to stand up, finally stand up on your own 2 feet. Especially when you're my height. I'm just under 6'5", so yes. That's what you're left with. Might be some randoms still in there, but if you've got the time, you can correct. So switching between 2 machines during the day. They are available from Details Passions. I'll put another link to the website underneath. So after a long day, and then moving on to the last parts, the bumpers, I found out I had to change the pad again. You'll find it out in a bit. So over the last part, I was on the nose cone, and that's when I changed to a green pad, which was a cutting pad, a lot firmer to get rid of the deeper defects. And this really is the end of the video, apart from all the nice shots at the end. So after lots and lots of buffing, this is what we're left with. We survived Storm Titicaca. That's what I'm calling it this week. They've all got stupid names. Why don't they name it something really stupid? Hail, wind, rain, you name it. What a day. Right, let's talk about the products. So, ultimate finish. This was a safe wheel cleaner, 1 to 10 on the day. You can up this, you can make this, or lower it, shall I say, or 1 to 8, 1 to 6, whatever you want to do. Or you can use it neat, hence the trigger head spray. Foams up nice and it smells really nice. And it did do the job. And I measured it out. Absolutely bang on, 1 to 10. It works. So that for me was a winner. Dilutable, you're laughing. When it comes to stinky fallout remover, there's not much you can say about this. It is high cling, this one. And it does foam up considerably. Just adjust your nozzle on your spray to get the right pattern, because these are a little bit finicky sometimes, but it does work and it stinks to high heaven. And yes, it does bleed. Hence all that crap running down the drive into next door. Sorry neighbour. So that one works. Not very nice smell, but there you go. It's fallout remover. Rotten eggs all the way. Samsung. This is the, not Samsung, they make tellies. Samsung products. I'll put a link down below. Now, when I initially pulled the trigger, I thought, I've done something wrong here. And I checked the measurements and checked with Sean. He said, no, yeah, you definitely put the right amount in. 100ml in my Lance. We've topped up with 900ml of water. It doesn't really make that shaving foam mess. Unless there's something wrong with my snow foam can, which I don't think there is, because it's a brand new one from Detailed Online. Thank you guys. But it does clean. It softens it enough to remove it with your pressure washer. Now, it's not going to be the same as a citrus. It's not going to be the same as a TFR. I've got to stress this because people get really carried away in the comment section with pre-washes. But for snow foam, it does kick ass. So it does work. When it comes to the pure shampoo, 4 capfuls on the day. pH neutral shampoo. Yes, it's nice and foamy and lathery, and that is the strongest dilution, by the way, for catfalls, what they recommend for heavily soiled vehicles. I just want to get the job done, so I've ramped it up a bit, and it works. It smells nice as well. Now, when it comes to the main event, the Hybrid Solutions ceramic polish and wax. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Do not use too much. 3p size drops on your pad, on your big polisher, on your 5-inch pad, whatever you're using. Don't put too much on. The other thing is, it's long working times. You've really got to be patient with this. Now, if you watch Apex Details video after this one, obviously, he says exactly the same thing. And I can't stress it enough. He's bang on. You've got to be patient with this. I was doing it, and you're thinking, this is going to break down soon, this is going to start to work, and I was going slower and slower and slower, and I've sped it up in parts of the video. On that first panel, it's just over 4 minutes long, that's set, and then I buffed it off, and then the magic happens. But it is pad dependent, so if you're using a firmer pad, you are going to get a better level of cut. I cannot stress that enough. The first pad, different make, a slightly cheaper pad by the CAV store. I'll put a link down below. You can get all the goodies like this, the old spray nozzle. And it just didn't seem to provide enough cut. If I'd have ramped it up to a cutting pad, different game. Now, on the day I kept switching pads to get the best result. But it's the time factor. If you put too much on, for one thing, it makes a mess. And it's very, very watery, this stuff. And you've got to shake it every time you do a set, just to get all the abrasives mixed in. So it's time. You're going to need time to do this. Now, is it quicker to do a compound rather than this and then put an LSP on? It may be, to be honest with you. I'm used to using traditional compounds rather than something like this. Now, the all-in-one I used from Jamie from Details Passions, that was different again, and that had fillers in it and wax and everything else. This SiO2, the abrasives, it does cut, but it happens at a certain time. And you'll find this out for yourself when you use it, so be patient with it. And you can use it by hand, but to be honest, I wouldn't want to use it by hand. I think it's the machine all the way. So thanks to everyone that sent all these products down. This hasn't been a paid review, but however, there is a discount code I can give you guys for Ultimate Finish. I'll put it in below along with all the other links. I'm not shooting this again, blimey. Along with all the other links, please, please, please keep subscribing. Thanks to all the new subscribers who've been watching me. Don't forget to put your thumbs up, comment in the comment section, hit that notification bell for the next video. See you soon, guys. Take care.